Hey everyone, it's your girl Makeba, and today I want to share with you guys 2 super easy looks that you can rock this holiday season. Whether it's dinner with the new Bay's family or the company Christmas party, New Year's Eve, girl, I got you covered. So depending on the type of hair you have for these looks, you might want to blow out your hair first, and if not, you have straight hair, then you're starting right here. So we are going to do a side part. You want your side part in the front to be very clean, and then we're just going to divide our hair into 2 sections, pretty evenly spread out, kind of going on a little bit of an angle towards the side you're going to want your hair to fall on. So now you got your hair divided into 2 sections, everything pulled to the front. We're going to take a hair tie, and we're going to create a low ponytail off to the side. And so this part right here, I'm like leaving out just a little bit of like a sideburn hair. I think it's cute, totally optional and up to you. So you're gonna create a low side ponytail, swoop everything over, and you have these 2 sections. So what this is gonna do is create this little secret ponytail underneath your hair that's gonna help everything swoop to the side without you ever having to worry about keeping it there with a bunch of bobby pins or any of that annoying stuff. Now that we've got everything swooped over nicely, we are going to pin up the top section, get it out of the way, and we're going to take a 1-inch curling wand, darling. I mean, if you only have a curling iron at home, feel free to use that, but if you don't have a wand, then you might want to invest. And we're going to wrap everything away from our face. Now I usually hold the curling wand on each section for about 10 seconds, take it off, and let it cool in your hand. If you don't let it cool, you're not going to get a pop-in curl. So even count it down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 if you need to, whatever it is, give it a chance to cool. And the glove that I'm wearing is clutch. If you buy a curling wand, they usually come with a glove. I suggest wearing it. You're going to get a much better curl because you're able to actually interact with the wand without burning yourself. So you see that, honey? Yes, popping curls. Then we're going to move on to the next section and do the same thing all the way up. So depending on the type of hair that you have, you might want to use hairspray to help these last you throughout the night. Whenever I'm doing a look like this, I really like to start from the bottom, work my way up, and leave that front section for last. So as you can see, I'm placing the wand under the hair and wrapping away from my face. And it's so important that you hold this long enough and let it cool. I can't stress how important that is because your curls just will suck if you don't. You see that, girl? Okay. Now we're going to take our precious God-given fingers after everything's nice and cool, and we're going to open it out, honey. Open those waves out with your hands. You don't even have to use a brush. You can just take your hands and open everything out nicely. Then I take the wand and I kind of just slightly bend my little sideburn piece. Again, it's so optional and it's such like a personal preference. I know not everyone's going to do that, but I love it. And there you have our first look. A beautiful side swept, glammy, but not too much look that you can wear really for any occasion, and it doesn't look like you're trying too hard, but honey, you're gonna slay on them. You know what I'm saying? Okay. For look number 2, I've taken out the ponytail so that you can see one side of my hair straight and one side is still curled, and I'm gonna create a section that is about 2 to 3 inches above my ear, still using the same original side part that I had already created for the first look, and we're gonna create a nice braid. Now this is for all my girls out there who know how to French braid or know how to cornrow, because this is not a tutorial on how to braid, but it's just to give you the inspiration if you already know how to do that. So that braid is only going to go about halfway across your head, and then you're going to take the ends of that braid and you're only going to braid that into a single braid about halfway down the shaft, leaving those textured ends. Now for the other side, we're going to take a section that's about 4 inches from our ear on an angle, kind of following the curvature of the head, and then we're going to create another braid. So this is just going to give the effect of kind of having a nice braided crown at the top of our head. And for this style, don't worry about your braids being super tight. We want them to be a little bit loose. We want this to be like a really soft look, so we're not focused on having like really harsh parting or really super tight braids. And on the other side, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to let the cornrow finish about halfway through our head, and then we're going to braid down to about halfway down the shaft so that the ends can still have some curls. Then we're just going to take those two braids, join them together with a simple hair tie, and boom, bada bing, bada boom, honey, you're ready for life. And because this is kind of like a soft, tossily look, I like to take the braid and kind of pull it apart. So you're just like opening it up so the braid's a little bit wider and a little less neat, and it kind of just gives it texture, and it goes so well with the waves that you're going to have at the bottom, which of course we are now going to touch up with our wand. And there you have it. I love this look because I feel like it's serving wholesome meets sultry. You know what I mean, darling? Yes. Alright guys, comment below, let me know which look is more your style. Maybe one is more than the other, or maybe you'd rock both. Let me know. As well, don't forget to subscribe to CBC Life for more amazing content, and I'll see you in my next video.